It's your voice, your vote. Two candidates are running to represent El Pasoans in the District 16 U.S. Representative race, incumbent Democrat Veronica Escobar and Republican challenger Irene Armendariz Jackson. Escobar turned down the opportunity to participate in today's forum. However, Escobar's campaign manager, Lauren Zimmerman, released the following statement, quote, "The Republican nominee has promoted QAnon conspiracy theories, COVID misinformation, and the big lie. Local media has chosen not to expose any of her dangerous and outrageous behavior. Our campaign will not participate in lending this individual any publicity, providing a platform, or normalizing her behavior." Ms. Armendariz Jackson joins us now. First of all, thank you so much for participating.
Thank you so much for having me.
I want to begin with one of the claims made by your opponent, Escobar's campaign manager. Do you think the 2020 election was stolen?
I think at this point, people are just worried about the economy. People in El Paso are hurting, and you can't hide the reckless policies that this administration and, of course, the incumbent has supported. And I think at the end of the day, that doesn't make a difference on how much gas is, how much food is, and the shortage on medication. So this is what I'm worried about. I'm worried about people making ends meet here in El Paso, which is the city that I was born and raised in. And that's what we're worried about. And I think the people from El Paso, that's what concerns them.
Would you accept the result of the election?
In 2022, I want to make sure that every legal vote is counted and that there is a system in place that actually identifies illegal votes. This doesn't only affect Republicans that are running for office, it affects everybody. If you're not a part of the group that has controlled El Paso for decades, your voice and your vote means it's been suppressed, and we can't tolerate that. It affects everybody the same, and I want to make sure that every legal vote is counted.
But would you accept the results?
Well, I guess we're going to have to wait and see what happens on November the 8th, and let's make sure that every legal vote is counted, and those that are legally here and are citizens of the United States and have followed the channels to be able to register to vote, that their vote is counted. That's my concern.
Okay, let's move on. One of the biggest topics affecting the borderland and, of course, the entire nation is immigration. Your thought on what's being done, and if elected, what would you do differently?
Well, this has a solution, a very simple solution, and it is to enforce the laws of our land. We as Americans would not want anybody to come into our house without being invited and without knocking on the door. We want to make sure we know who is coming in, how long they're staying, what their intentions are. And at the end of the day, it's not a matter of just exposing the problem. The solution is to enforce the law to be able to protect Americans.
What do you think is not being done now that you would do differently?
Enforcing the law. We need to make sure that the law as it is written, as it was passed by Congress, the legislative branch, it is being followed. And I don't think it is being, well, it's not a matter of thinking, it's actually very evident.
Yes, please elaborate.
Well, I am the wife of a retired Border Patrol agent. He retired last December. And what we see is, unfortunately, a total mishandling of our immigration law. You know, if we want to have immigration reform, then let's have that conversation. But right now, the way our laws are written, they must be followed. Again, this is for the safety of Americans.
Okay, Ms. Armendariz Jackson, we're going to take a really quick break.
Sure.
But when we come back, I'll ask Ms. Armendariz Jackson about a topic affecting us all, the economy. We'll be right back.